Mouse follows the story of Go-muchi, a gritty, hard-boiled detective with an unrelenting vendetta against criminals. As a young child, his family became the victims of the Headhunter, a serial killer who decapitates his targets. He is accompanied by rookie officer Jong-bae as they investigate a new set of serial killer crimes that may involve the Headhunter and his legacy. There are much more layers to this show involving psychopathic genes, politics, and several other serial killers and dark crimes, so it's not easy to sit through. There is a lot of trauma, tragedy, and severe criminal acts that aren't shown in your usual Korean drama. With that in mind, should you watch this show? If you like crime thrillers, mysteries, and playing detective, this show is definitely up your alley. You will be right at home. Otherwise, if you're looking for the characters to find romance or want some comedy thrown into the mix to lighten up the darkness, this show doesn't have that. Not really. It's neither romantic nor funny. It's serious business. A pure crime thriller drama. The cast is astounding in their performances. Muchi and Barum make a great team together, and the serial killers are absolutely stunning when they're on screen. They easily draw you into a world where the underpowered police force has to deal with these deadly criminals and their methods. The hunt for the serial killer is very interesting. Each episode slowly gives us clues and hints about who it might possibly be and where he could strike next. The tension then ramps up when we discover the next victim might be someone important to our characters, bringing even the most bored viewer to the edge of their seat. As the show carries on, we are introduced to a lot of characters, mainly more serial killers and possible suspects. However, it can be tricky to remember all of them by name, especially if you were like me and watched this show on a weekly basis. There were some times where I found myself sitting through a scene that revealed a big secret about a character, but I couldn't remember which suspect they were talking about. What makes crime and mystery shows fun to watch is trying to connect all the pieces of the puzzle yourself. Who is the real criminal? Who is the next victim? Unfortunately, it's almost impossible to play detective and try to solve the mystery on your own for this show. This is because the show intentionally hides events from you. For example, let's say in the first episode your favorite drink is missing from the refrigerator. You check the trash and don't find it there. You check your room and don't see it at your desk. Where did it go? Then in the next episode, you remember you have a roommate who is notorious for consuming unfinished drinks in the refrigerator, with no hint from the previous episode to the viewers that you even had a roommate to begin with. This show's a lot like that scenario. It intentionally hides setups and evidence from you so you can't use your existing knowledge of previous scenes and events. You have to speculate and assume possibilities without any real evidence until the show reveals what the real answer is. When I realized I couldn't play detective anymore using previous evidence, I just stopped caring about it and just enjoyed the show for what it was. This show is an 8 out of 10, mainly because I really do believe there was amazing chemistry between all of our favorite characters, but there weren't enough moments for them to explore and unveil the mystery together. For example, near the end of the show, Barum is doing a lot of personal investigation while Muchi is pretty much investigating the same thing, but is only one step behind his partner. If there was an opportunity for the two of them to share their findings and draw conclusions together, even if they suspected each other, I think it would make their inner conflict much more stronger and intense. This would also occur for our side characters as well, where they experience dramatic key moments about themselves, but the other characters wouldn't be around to share that joy or pain. There are two other shows in the same genre that have a similar tone and feel like this show, but manage to capture the journeys of the entire cast and shine a spotlight on all of the characters, compared to Mouse, where the spotlight is on one character at a time. These two shows are Signal and Flower of Evil. Those two are 9 out of 10 for me, so if you're itching for more shows like Mouse, I highly recommend those two shows. Despite its missed opportunities, I'd still recommend giving this show a watch. The show's mystery is interesting with memorable characters and has exciting, thrilling, and tense moments. If you're interested in checking out the series, you can safely ignore the episodes after episode 20. Episode 21 is a sit-down chat with the cast, while episode 22 and 23 are retellings of an older episode from a different perspective, which are definitely interesting to watch, but not necessary. Have you finished Mouse? What'd you think? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.